Okay, so I will do a quick revision for simple past and past continuous. Here, as we see in this picture, we have the boy. He's studying. Okay, so there's a picture of the boy studying, but I want the time of the picture to be, or the time of the action to be yesterday. So it's in the past, so I use simple past, and the verb which is finished is in the past because we have yesterday. Instead of yesterday, I can use last. For example, I finished all my assignments or all my homework last week or 2 minutes ago. Or, for example, I lived in Beirut in 1991. Anything, any action that happened and ended in the past. We're done with it, so we used simple past. Okay? If I want to use it as a question, I use, as you see here, did at the beginning, and then I use the base form of the verb. So I don't say did you did or did you finish. I say did you do or did you finish all your homework yesterday. Now we'll talk about past continuous. Here, if you can see here, we have two actions. We have the man who's sleeping. Let me just click on it. Okay. So we have the man who's sleeping here, if you see this picture, and sleeping needs long time, so we use past continuous, which means was or were sleeping. There's another picture that the phone rang. The phone doesn't need a long time. It needs a short time to ring, so we use it in simple past. Yani ring becomes rang. So the sentence will be, while the man was sleeping, we use sleeping in past continuous because it needs long time. The phone rang. We use ring in simple past because it needs short time. So I will repeat, any action that needs long time, we use it in past continuous, like while the man was sleeping. The action that needs short time, we use it in simple past, like rang. Another example, which is somehow different. Here, we have, okay, let me just move this a little bit. Okay, so we have two pictures. We have the cooking person, and we have the children who are playing video games. Both of the actions need long time. Yani in order to cook, I need long time. In order to play video games, I need long time. So I use both of them in past continuous. Let's look at the example. While my mom was cooking, I used was cooking in past continuous because it needs long time. My friends and I were playing video games. Also, I used past continuous because playing video games need long time. So both of them are in past continuous. It's fine because both of them need long time. They happen together. Okay, we'll see more examples. Okay, here. My young sister is riding the bike. I'm skiing. So both of them need long time. So I use both of them in past continuous. Let's look at the sentence. While I was skating or skiing, anything, it needs long time. My young sister was riding her bike. So both of them are in past continuous because of both of them need long time. If we look at the sentence, I used while in the sentence. Okay, when I use while, after while, the verb which is after while should be in past continuous. Yani after while I have skating or skiing, it should be in past continuous. So while, after while, I use past continuous. The other verb, I have to think about it. If it needs long time, like riding the bike, I use past continuous. But let me look here. If it needs short time, like fell down, it doesn't need long time, I use simple past. So I will repeat. Here, in the two examples, after while, I use past continuous. While I was skating, while she was riding. After while, directly, I use past continuous. The other verb, I have to think about it. If it needs long time, like was riding, I use past continuous. If it needs short time, like this example, I use simple past. Now, another note about these two sentences. If I use while at the beginning of the sentence, like what I see here, while is at the beginning, the first word in my sentence, I write the first part of the sentence, while I was skating. This is the first part of the sentence, comma, and then I write the second part. Okay? So, if I start my sentence with while, instead of while I can use as, they have the same meaning and the same function. If I start my sentence with while, I write the first part of the sentence, the first action, yani, while I was skating, comma, then I write the second part. Now, if I don't want to use it at the beginning of the sentence, I want to use it in the middle. It's fine. I can use it in the middle, but without a comma. So I write the first action while the second action without a comma. Okay? Now here we go. The last rule. If I have when, I was skiing when I fell down. We said that after while we use past continuous. After when we use simple past. So whenever I see when in the sentence, after it, simple past. If you notice here, after it, I used fell. Fell is the past of fall. Another sentence, I used كمان the same verb fell. So after when, I use simple past. The other verb, I have another verb. I have to think about it. If it needs long time, I use past continuous, like I was skiing. If it needs short time, like laughed, I use simple past. So I will repeat it. After when directly, I use simple past. I have to think about the other verb. Long time, past continuous. Short time, simple past. Come on, the same note. If I use when in the middle, I do not use a comma. If I use when at the beginning of the sentence, when I fell down, I write the first part, the first action, comma, and then the second action. Okay? So this is like a quick revision for past continuous and simple past.